This is a great image of a respectable, classy, beautiful woman.
For you to point out this well-dressed sister here to make me feel some type of way about myself becomes a problem.
Let me get you.
Reason I have never said I do is because I don't.
I've been married, and I couldn't sign up for bad sex.
Test drive.
So if we enter a relationship with anything that's about me, then I don't believe that we're ready.
You are now watching Single on a Saturday night right here at TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ave. We do this every fourth Saturday. I am Shelly Williams, never been married, single, and all that good stuff. I think I'm just lonely. No, I'm just kidding. It just sound lonely. Never been married, no kids. Dang, do you got some family? No, I'm just saying. I'm just playing. It does.
A date or something, right?
Give me something. I'm just kidding. I'll pass it down. That's my introduction for the day.
It's your girl, Michelle Renee, Miss Sexy All Day. I am single, not only on a Saturday night, but I'm single every single night with no children. And, you know, I'm dating.
You know, they always say that you can't find people with no children, but on this panel, honestly, four of us have no children. What does that say? I don't know. So you can't find them.
That birth control works.
Exactly.
And the prophylactics.
Oh, such a good thing.
Birth control is prophylactic. Birth control encompasses the whole thing.
Oh, such a good thing to start the topic. Go
It's
ahead.
called responsibility, too.
All right, go ahead. Let's keep it going. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Roberto Lopez, and I am in a relationship.
Don't you have kids, too?
Matter of fact, I got one for each and every one of y'all.
He ain't passing them beautiful babies.
His daughter's on the Toys R Us box.
Go ahead, David.
I am Dr. David Pulley, the relationship doctor and owner of Diamonds in the Rough Consulting. And I'm single but not available, and I have a special lady in my life.
Ooh! We are hyped. Look at her. Yes.
Hello, I'm Davina, and I'm also known as Diamond Girl. I'm sexy, single, and dating.
Ooh, okay.
Man, Dr. David Pulley with a strong statement.
He chose her, didn't he?
He chose us.
Just saying. Go ahead.
I'm David, better known as Mr. Goodnight, and I'm the senior member on the panel. And yes, I'm the oldest
Yes,
one.
you are.
That's right. Don't talk about me like that.
Yeah.
David, just like that Mimi. You ever seen the one where it's like, dudes be like, I'm ready to get married. And it's like some 85-year-old dude. Yeah, he gonna be negotiating until 2000 February.
In a hospital bed.
Until 2000 February. That's all right though. I'm Danielle. I am single and never been married, and I don't have any kids, and I am dating. And I can't say I'm single. It depends on what night you catch me. Because you know, I am dating. Yeah, I'm dating. That's what I'm doing.
She trying to identify.
So you negotiating too, Danielle?
No, I'm not negotiating.
Danielle, are you negotiating?
No, I don't need no negotiation.
She just said
I tell them like it
she's
is.
gonna be engaged when we come back because
I tell them like it is.
she's choosing.
But she's dating, and you're going to be engaged.
Well, what I said is I got to show Shelly how to do it because clearly she got all these problems. So I'm gonna take JT with me so he can film.
Well, won't you just go in and do the 5 engagements then?
Wait a minute, she just bust on all of us up here. Danielle, do you love us? She just bust on each one of us. You old and not getting married. I'm lonely, don't know what to do.
I didn't say you was lonely. I did not say that.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Just because you're single does not mean you're lonely, okay?
Okay. All right, today we
I can't even say sometimes I get lonely in the middle of the night because I just make a phone call.
Oh, well.
Booty call.
I'm
lying, I'm lonely.
No, baby, it ain't a booty call.
You said a phone call in the middle of the night. Well, it's a maintenance man. It's a maintenance man. That's your engagement man.
All right, before we get off topic here, we have Omillio Sparks. He joined us last month. Was it last week? Last week, sorry. Duh. Joined us last week. We're talking about his new hit song. We're calling it a hit because it wasn't released yet, but his new hit song, Better Than You, Better Than Me. Somebody thought somebody was better than him, which they found out he wasn't. But the topic for today is we're talking about birth control and all that good stuff. When is it the right time to remove the prophylactic? To remove the condom? Is it? Do people, because people can't say, people look like that and say, oh, what? Then why are all these babies here? Somebody remove the condom.
No, somebody didn't put one on. Stop it.
It's after.
No, I'm going to tell you. No, wait a
when
minute.
is
No,
it-
wait a minute. Wait a
when
minute.
is
Wait a
the-
minute. Wait a minute. Because somebody asked me about this. It just happened. Like, we were talking about it just recently. Because we were talking about all these kids getting pregnant. We were just talking about the youngsters getting pregnant. And they were like, well, I don't know what they... I said, no. I said, they're not using condoms. That is when they go to the clinic and the doctor and they ask you, what do you use for birth control? What they saying is, I use the pill on the days I remember to take it. I use the depot when I remember to go back and get the shot. I use condoms when I remember to put it on. They ain't using them because prophylactics, birth control works. It is 2014, people. Anybody that tell me I was using something, not that time.
Wait a minute. Now, here's my confession.
Whoa.
A few confessions.
When you negotiate,
Calm down. It was about, I was out having a meal. It was 2:36. I said, I'm going to go wash my hands.
AM or
Ordered
PM?
me a apple martini.
AM
And when I came, PM. When I came back, next thing I know, it was 9:17 PM. My clothes was messed up. They gave me a date rape drug. And I got a slip about a month later saying I'm going to be a dad. That date rape drug got me. That's when it came off. They got me with a date rape drug.
Lies, David.
what decade was this?
In the world?
I got a date rape drug.
How
That's
you
when
know?
it came off.
How you know?
Because I have my daughter sitting over there.
No, Let me tell you. No. How old is your daughter?
8.
Your daughter is 8.
Yep, got it.
Okay, so 9 years ago.
Got it.
Okay, wait a minute. No. 9 years ago,
Got it.
did you go to the doctor and you went to the ER because you had emitted some secretions that you don't know what they
I got a
came
pink
So
slip.
your rapist is here?
I got a pink slip
But your
that
rapist
says you're
is
going to be a dad.
Your rapist is here, though.
No, but
I got strong arm.
The rapist is right there.
Okay.
No, the
I
rapist
got
is
strong
right there.
arm.
Hold on.
I got strong arm.
That went somewhere it had no business going.
She's over there.
Legally.
Wait a minute. We're not
Court
listening.
appointed.
She's
We're
right
not-
there.
We're not listening to David right now. That went somewhere it had no business going. My whole thing is we're all adults. We're in relationships. At some point, somebody takes off something. In the song, better than you. It is a line in it that says, did you use protection? That is serious. Some people go out here, she's looking for somebody better than you. Why was that on your mind? Did you use protection? Because somewhere in your relationship, I bet y'all didn't use protection. Somewhere, it all happens. We all do it.
Well, it's health reasons. You come back, you dibbled and dabbled now. You make sure, if we both mature enough to say, are we gonna work on it? At least we gotta be safe. You gotta come back right. When you left, you don't know if you're coming back the same way you left.
I think the proper time to, I guess what you can say, just be blunt, go raw and not use any protection. First, have the communication.
No, we just talking about condoms, right?
Okay.
Just make sure we just only talking about condoms.
Communicate, ask if you want to be exclusive, and go get tested.
Yeah.
And even still, if you go get tested, you have to know there still could be other intercourse and relationships going on, even if you're in a relationship, a sexual relationship, a situation, whatever it is. But I think you should have the conversation and go get tested and share your results.
No, I think that's what makes us adults, though.
No, we do. Women don't want to. I talk to women all the time and say, how can you just meet a man and sleep with him a week, a month, a day, but you can't talk to him about going to the doctors and getting tested? You don't know where his penis has been. When is the last time he had an HIV test?
Yeah.
When is the last time if he ever had syphilis, an STD? You want to know.
That goes both ways.
If you're going to put something in me and there's no protection, I want to know.
Yeah.
Well,
Right,
I think that more of the problem is the fact that people are not concerned about their health every day, not just when they get a new partner.
Yeah.
And I just say that because, okay, with my potential partners, on them dates that we going on early on, I want to know when was the last time you got tested. I want to know when was the last time you had sex. Mostly because I want to know that I ain't going to get the date rape drug because you ain't got nothing else to do. And that if we decide we're going to have sex, it's going to last more than 2.5 seconds. I need to know all of that. But I'm just saying is that, I put it all out on the line at that time as well, talk about the last time I got tested. This is all before there's any intercourse. I'm not talking about we done got into a relationship and then we had sex and we're using condoms, the condom come off. I'm saying before we had sex with the condom, I need to know what your status is. Because y'all can talk about these condoms all you want. Yeah, they are effective, but have you ever seen when they show you the HIV virus, the monster gets through. It can get through the latex. It can. So I need to know that before we all get started. Yeah, it's called safer sex, baby. It ain't called absolutely 100% safe sex.
Not to mention oral sex too. A lot of people don't think that they need protection with oral sex. There are so many STDs and diseases that you can get even with doing oral sex.
But Danielle, I'm glad you mentioned the whole health thing because I know I'm going in with the whole osteo, menopause, hip broke. You know what I mean? I'm
but we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back with all your osteoporosis and I don't know where we got the osteo.
I'm just saying, I see all that.
Can you get that through sexual intercourse?
But you mentioned that health. So
no, I'm just messing with you. We're gonna go to a break though, and we're gonna come back with the osteoporosis and all that good stuff. This is Single on a Saturday night. Thank you to everyone who helps us put the show together. Austin Fine Photography, and of course DJ Rome Rome. Even though he's not here, he's on the radio every Tuesday at 8 o'clock with the Mix Show, and of course.
Oh yeah, we gotta give a shout out to AD Design. She really hooked us. We blinging.
I'm admiring your jewelry.
Yeah, thank you.
It's always good to bling.
Wait a minute, I don't have a ring. Oh yes, because I'm gonna get one tonight. I forgot about that. Okay.
Once again, she's putting it in our face. She's gonna get a ring. We ain't got nothing. He's gonna be single forever. This is Single on a Saturday night. This is how it goes down. We go to a break. Whoa. I'm glad you love us.
Right. Looking for a nutritious and delicious meal on a budget? Well, look no further. I'm Durwood Selby, chef and host of the Selby Signature. You may have seen me out on the streets of Philadelphia getting the culinary pulse of the people. I'm trying to find out what you guys are eating and cooking. If you have not seen me there, then be sure and join me on Philly Cam, channel 66, on Saturdays at 6 p.m. or Verizon, channels 29 and 30. I look forward to feeding you.
Welcome back to Single on a Saturday night right here at TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ave. We are talking about safe sex, safer sex. When is it okay to take the protection off, the condom off? We don't want to be too explicit in here, but when is it okay? People act like it's we don't do it. But I see a lot of babies out here, and somehow they came from somewhere. So one time you took it off or you had an accident, because everybody say, I mysteriously got pregnant. No, somehow you didn't have protection and you chose to do that. So when is it okay to start taking it off if you're having sex before marriage? Because I know Dr. David Pulley is like, I ain't doing it because I don't do that before marriage. I saw you look at me though. I did. I saw you. Anyway, when do you think it's okay? I know you said when you.
No, I mean, personally, I think it's when two consenting adults decide that that's that time. I mean, seriously, I would like to say that everybody goes and gets tested first, but let's be real, in the real world, usually it's kind of like, and then they go get tested if they do, or the chick take the dude's word for it, because I done had too many conversations with my girlfriend to call me up. When you get a smell, what that mean? Like, you know, I mean, you know, I done had too many of them conversations, okay? Or I got this thing, right? What herpes look like? Look, I done had these conversations. You know what? Everybody, you know what it is? It's the lawyer in me. Everybody feels like they can tell me, and I'm not supposed to really reveal their confidentiality thing here. So people tell me all kinds of things that I shouldn't know nothing about. Or then, you know, I see medical records, and I be like, for real, y'all? Sometimes, you know, for real. Okay.
And what I find, Danielle, is, and I want to really target men, a lot of times, and the bailout for a lot of men is, well, she got tested, she cool, I'm cool. Mm-hmm. Guys need to stop that nonsense.
Yes.
You know, most of us guys don't go and get checked out on a daily basis during the course of a year, not even to the dentist. Well, that's a whole different concept. But we need to, as men, be extremely conscious about us getting checked out. I heard people tell me from guys, I don't have it. It was negative. It's going to say non-reactive. Non-reactive when you talk about HIV tests.
Actually, as the purveyor of many medical records, actually, if you go get tested in your doctor's office, you do get it. You don't get a slip. They will just tell you that it's negative. It'll tell. It doesn't say non-reactive. That's only when that's only when you go to them clinic things where they tell you that it was non-reactive. So people out there, don't freak out and think that somebody told you something, you're a medical professional, and it was incorrect. It just depends on where you go to get tested, what it actually says.
Listen, the business that I'm in, having raw sex is nothing to them, and I think that's why I'm the way that I am. Now, I got tested 3 months ago because I did slip up with that person that I slipped up with. I've known him for 20 years, 20 years, and I trust him, I think, but, I did slip up and I did go get tested. And, and y'all know me. I'm not a frequent partner, sexual, having sex with multiple men. I've never been like that. So I'm an advocate for, preaching about getting tested, having HIV, and, protecting yourself. I tell my girls that. Get tested. With the smell.
Women should make it a requirement. They should really make it a requirement. It's part of my job to even know that. If you walk past me and I smell you, that's not right. Go home. Come back with a doctor's note. Let me know that you're safe to even walk through my club. So, it goes to show, too, how somebody carries themselves. If you don't care about yourself, if you don't get tested, you don't care about yourself. You don't love yourself. You should want to get tested to know.
If something don't smell right, fix that.
But even when you talking about getting tested, everybody gets tested. You're only as good as that test. If you walk out of there and go with somebody else, you're only as...
Actually, you're not even as good as that test. You're only as good as the follow-up 6 months later test.
That's 6 months, yeah.
Exactly. I got 3 more months.
But at least you got tested.
Yeah, right. Because
which is why I'm real concerned about the test you had before I met you.
Yeah.
That I am.
And that's true.
It's scary out here. Some people don't even want to talk about HIV and getting tested because they think it can't happen to them.
Yeah.
I see it every day.
Go ahead, let him talk.
No, it's just she's right. You got
we
to
talk about this every.
It's so scary. It's so scary. You know what's so freak me out about that? You get tested 6 months and then you be like, damn. The next 6 months around, you be still nervous. I be happy for 6 months.
Right.
6 months following, you go back and you're like, what the hell?
Well, I'll be
shook
honest.
up again.
I went and I broke my ankle, and I was sitting there, and they were like, "Okay, well, we gonna do an HPV and an HIV, and what that got to do with my ankle? Like, can't I just get some surgery? I felt some kind of way about this, and I knew my status, and so I'm laid up in the ER, worried about my rapid HIV test now. Like, look, dude,
right. It's random now. It's mandatory.
And we're always talking about we trust somebody, but really, how much I know people that I love forever that'll lie you dead straight in your face. It's so many people that sit here and lie. We say we trust. Yeah. Oh, I trust you. I trust you. People lie all the time. They can be like, oh yeah. Even them people that say I'm 5 minutes away and they're half an hour away. That is a lie. And you are capable of lying. So how are we trusting that person that went and said we done took the condom off? I trust you. I trust you. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you in. I'm guilty of taking it off, but really, seriously, they put our lives in jeopardy all the time because people lie constantly.
That's very
Just
true.
like with the woman who left you, came back, the first thing you asked her, did she
test it?
Did you protect yourself? Because you had a thought that maybe she went out there.
Yeah, did you think she was out there like that? That's why you wanted to know?
It's not about
It don't matter out there like that. The fact that she slept with somebody else.
She left, and then when she came back,
I knew
are you
what was
clean?
going on.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going. She still tried to, it was over. I had lost the house, everything. I left everything. And then her relationship just didn't work out. It ain't panning out. And then she tried to come back. Did
you accept her back? I just want to know.
Nah, I couldn't do it. I tried.
Did you make her go get tested before you decided you wasn't going to?
No, it just didn't work out.
Did you have sex before you decided you wasn't going to be with her?
Huh?
Did you have sex with her again? Did you knock it off one more time?
Yeah,
when she
kind of
came
like
back,
that last 1 to 3 times.
It didn't matter if she did or not. It didn't work out. I was over it. I couldn't fix it. I thought I tried.
Did you knock her off again?
No, I couldn't. No.
Just want to make sure you answer the question.
Because so many people go back for that repeat just one last
time.
No,
one last time ends up being
interestingly,
a second last time, a third last time.
This is very interesting. It's another conversation I recently had. I have a young woman who a man just told her, I'm really digging you, and I really want this to be exclusive, and I want to look at this with an eye towards marriage. She's all excited because she really likes this dude. Then she calls me up and she says, but it's this other dude, and I think I'm going to just give it to I told him I need to do it just one more time. But I said, well, if this is the one, why you need to do it one more time? I said,
it's the lust. It's a soulless tie of lust.
She said, it was one last time. I said, well, it was one last time 3 years ago when y'all did it. You
ain't 3 years.
You don't need to visit that. I don't care if it was the best you ever had. I don't understand that.
What's the point of going backwards if you
found
the person
that's what
that
you see towards the future. Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
And you're right about trust, Shelly. I want to trust that person. That's what I mean.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So I want to be able to trust them. I want to believe that I can trust you if you come to me. That's what we're
doing. And I mean the reality, and I want you folks also to know out there that we also live in the real world. Right. Raw sex feels good. We know it does. There's a reason you want to do it the natural way. I mean, come on, let's be real. We're adults here.
Like
every year, everybody knows that everybody want to hit it raw. Dudes, it ain't just you. We don't want to wear the condom either, which is why the chicks will let you smash raw. Either that or you're Emilio Smarks and then they trying to get knocked up. But there's that too.
That's what's scary with me. I can't. I don't want to go into poverty messing with all. Them babies.
One thing about me was.
Yeah, I have daughters. I got daughters. But you're right. A lot of women they want to have a baby.
Yeah, I mean, for me, one interesting thing about me when I was younger, when I was in like high school, I did not play. Every sexual encounter I had, I used the condom. But when I got older, a little bit past college, actually after college, same thing. All college, I always used the condom. But after I graduated college, I don't know, I guess I started to desire the raw. You know, I was hearing about how good it was, and I was like, all right, I don't know. So it was a girl I trusted, and I tried it. And I started becoming a lot less infrequent with using it, and I'm just lucky, you know. Thanks be to God.
You know what a dude told me? I was dying. He said he was in the barbershop and he had told me that he had never had sex without a condom. So he was in the bar and he said I just don't want to risk it. You know, I don't want to risk having a baby. Yada yada yada. I said you're doing the right thing. He comes back. We have another conversation a couple months later. He was like, D, let me tell you what happened. I said, what happened? He said, he said they was telling me you really a virgin because you ain't never had sex without a condom. So you just don't know what you missing. 2 kids later.
Right. I think it's immature for men and women to have sex with multiple partners without protection. It shows that you don't have discipline, you don't have substance to go out and just spread yourself like that.
Personally, I say is that you don't have respect for your partners. You know, like
your body. Your partner, you gotta have respect for you.
No, because sometimes people will respect somebody else a lot more than they'll respect themselves. That's really the truth. That's example is that with my partner, that was a conversation that we had to have, the exclusivity, and I just told him, look, I don't trust what you do out there with these other women. We ain't gonna have no arguments about it. I ain't checking phones. I ain't calling you. I ain't doing none of this. I'm gonna just say, you trying to smash somewhere else, you need to be strapping up. Yeah. That's just where that go. You trying to smash somewhere else. Yeah, don't bring that over this way.
We can say that all the time. We say it all the time. Make sure you do. But in reality, we really know what's going on. Just like, not to use this as an example, the Gabrielle Union, they break up. He has something outside of him, and then he ends up having a baby. So he literally went outside and decided to go raw. It happens so frequently, and we keep talking about STDs. Just check. I swear, I'm sure 1 in 5 people has herpes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. It's all
80% of the American population is infected with HPV, regardless of whether or not it is active in your system. 80% of Americans are infected with the human papillovirus. Not necessarily the kind that causes warts, but definitely the kinds that can cause cancer and other reproductive issues.
Quick story I just want to share. I had 2 weeks later, it's funny that we're talking about this. 2 weeks ago, a customer calls me. He says, Michelle, I just came from the doctor. I'm HIV positive. I slept with so many girls in your club. I can't even remember any of their names. He said, will you still be my friend? I said, of course. I didn't sleep with you. You know, why would I? I don't have nothing to do with that. Right. So, I'm going to aid you. I'm going to console you, whatever you need. And he kept calling me back. He called the girls. I said, and then he called me back. He said, do you know your girls hung up on me when I tried to tell them to go get tested and I was HIV positive? He said, I saw the doctor today. I had to go back next week to get the rest of my results for syphilis, herpes, whatever else, comes along with it. He said, I might as well just kill myself now because, there's no point of living. Then he said, well, maybe I'll join an HIV group and just deal with someone who has HIV.
Well, they tell you don't do that because then you cross the HIV.
Right, you just pass it. Yeah, you pass it. Yeah, right. You pass it back and forth. He said, he don't care. Then he said, or I should just be and pass it around. Excuse my language. He said that. I said, I'm going to pray for you. Please do not do that.
Don't pray for him. There's a sexual offenders list for that because that is illegal.
Now, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say now. That's what
because it's illegal don't mean they're not going to do it.
Nah, but
that's what I said to her is that there's a sexual offenders list.
Yeah, but that's what I was about to say. Like when you I guess when you when you lay next to somebody for so long you become attached. You have that personal attachment. So it's just certain things. Yeah, I just couldn't live with myself if I brought that back. You know what I'm saying? That's why if I do slip up, you know, that's why that protection thing is important, because I just don't want to come murder the person that I really care about like that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I mean when I say that I think a lot of times we have respect for the other person that we don't have for ourselves.
Yeah, because we all, because we human, we get curious, but you got to be realistic. We live in a world that's
too much out here.
Where people don't care.
Yeah.
He also stated, I have never once in my life used a condom. Not one time.
Wow.
With any girl that I ever slept with. He said, Michelle,
So why
I
these
slept
girls
with
do it?
every race of females that there is. That was my goal in life.
I look at the
every
woman
race of
too.
women.
It's not just him because the women allow him
so
to do
now,
that.
So now you're in a club.
They're
There's about 50
responsible
girls.
too.
You slept with about 30 of them, and now, you know, that you hopping
So
club
did
to
you
club.
take a list of all the girls to go talk to them?
See, we don't know. I don't know. We talking about years, you know?
Oh.
We talking about years and him going from club to club, him even picking up girls off the street. He picked some girls off the street. He said, Michelle, I don't know why I did it. I'm on the phone like, I don't even know why you called me, telling me this. You know, like, I'm glad you are, so that I can, you know, I went into work. I said, get tested. It is real out here. I got a call from a customer saying that he is HIV positive. And y'all are rejecting his phone call. I don't know what girls it is because he can't tell me their names, but I'm going to tell y'all who he is. So,
you know, tell them who he is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
No, never. I'm going to tell them.
Well, I just want to jump in here with this because we all out here because we're single. But we're single. And the reason I'm speaking up on this now is because we have an aging population that don't know nothing about the monster. They don't know anything about condoms. I mean, my father died 5 years ago, and I had to have a sex talk with my mom. Like, now look, this is this old man trying to holler at you. We ain't having none of this. It's an issue because the number one infector of women is their husband.
So with that said, please make sure you get educated on it. Please drop your information real quick because we gotta go.
Well, Omillio Sparks.
Twitter, Instagram.
Twitter, the real Sparks on Twitter. Omillio Sparks.
How you spell Sparks?
S-P-A-R-K-S. Yeah.
I was just checking.
Omillio
Sparks with an S, not an X. Yeah, that's on Facebook. The real old Sparks on Twitter. And Instagram, the real old Sparks. Yep.
The real old Sparks. This is Single on a Saturday night. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.